everybody, welcome back. I thought I would do a couple of fun cards with these, I've used them before, these Glow Bland stamps from, Glow Bland stamps from Amazon. So I've got my two 5x5 card bases. You know I like a square card. And I've got my cats. So I've used a couple of these before, but I thought I'd use some of the other ones. I used that one before, and I think I used that one as well. So what I thought I'd do was this one at the bottom where it's all wrapped up in a ball of wool, and the one popping out the box, and just make them birthday cards. So as I say, I've got these bits that are my card bases. Now, I did have some paper up here. Bear with me as I go and get it. I'll shut that drawer. It's over here under this pile of stuff. Right, so it's 12 by 12 cards. So I'm going to cut it down to size. Right, so I've got 5x5 cards, so I want to cut this down to probably 4x4 or 4.5 by 4.5. So let's just do 4.5 first. So I should get two out of this one, or three, two, I think. So that's going to be the card we're going to stamp onto. And there we go. Yeah, I do need a new what do you call it? A new blade. Right, so I've got these two bits that I'm going to be stamping onto, and I'm going to be using VersaFine pigment ink for fine details. But that's what I'm going to be using. I'm just going to be colouring it in with Ohuhu pens. But what I might do after it is actually clear emboss it. So before I colour it in, no, I would colour it in first, then I would clear emboss it, but I don't know, I'll see. So first things first, we're going to pick this cat here at the bottom, and I do miss my lovely little cat who sadly passed away in March. She was 18, but really still miss her, and have looked at some kittens and things, but just thought not quite yet. So I'm just going to ink this cat up. It's so funny. That's the kind of thing my cat used to do. She used to, we used to have our dining table next door, but that's actually our living room next door from here. And I used to do a bit of sewing, so I'd have my sewing machine set up and I'd leave the bobbin on and stuff. And I remember coming back from work one day, and it was all round the legs of the chairs at the dining room table, all round the dining room table legs, and it was so funny. And I said, "What have you been up to?" And that's what she'd been up to. So that prints really well. It's really good, that one. So that's that one. And then we're going to just do the other one, then we can colour them in. So we've got this one in the box. Oh, that's come off. So these are really quite good stamps. Quite like Glow Bland stamps. They do a lot of different types of stamps as well. So we'll just get another block. But yeah, she was a right character. She used to climb up the curtains when she was a kitten. Oh, it was, and she did lots of things. Sat on the Christmas tree branches and bent them because when I had an artificial, well, I usually have an artificial tree, but yeah, even knocked the Christmas tree down once. So yeah, she was lots of fun. So there we go. These are good. I think they're so nice. Now I will add sentiments, and I want to add, there's a couple of stars here which I might add. So I will add them, but I'll wait till I've kind of coloured it in just to see what got black on, just see what colours I'm going to use. So pop them to the side and we can get colouring these with the alcohol markers. Oh, didn't mean that to happen. That's a card that I'm going to be doing in another video as well. So let's see. So we could have a grey and white and a ginger, maybe. So let's see what fun colours we've got. Grey, so I want to do it quite a light sort of grey. Let's see, I always do this. I still haven't got to grips with these colours, you know. So here's my colour swatch. Yep. So this one is WG170 Warm Grey. So let's find it down here. So it says it's that one, which to me is quite dark. So there's BG042, which is Cool Grey. So maybe I could do Cool Grey as well. So let's look for BG042 in here. No, that's not it. There we go. There we go. There it is. So let's just do this one as the darker colour. So I'm just going to go over these kind of markings that are already there. So like the stripes of the cat. So funny. A friend of mine has actually just got two kittens. She got them at 10 weeks. They're now, I think, 16 weeks or 15 weeks. And they're just lovely. They're so sweet. But they're into everything. Absolutely everything. They're like going into everything. They had a really funny day a couple of weeks ago. Well, it wasn't funny for them, but when she wrote to me and said the cats have been doing this, or the kittens have been doing this, it was kind of like a comedy sketch. It was so funny just reading it all. Anyway, so then I can just go in with this lighter one straight over the top of those, just watching that wool. So that'll just blend in straight over the top. I'll go over these bits when I get with the smaller pen. I'm just going straight over its face, but I can always just go over that again with, so just maybe go to the thinner bit now. So I can just go up to these pieces of thread. Like that, just turning it round. Like that. And then going over here because he's got grey paws. This is so funny. Just does blend in quite well, really. I mean, I could add 3 colours, but for me, I just feel that I can cope with 2. That's enough. That's enough for me. Don't want any more than that. There we go. I think that looks quite nice. Now we're going to try and put the ball of wool. So we're going to make the ball of wool. What colour will we make it? Pink? Purple? Green? Maybe green. Now let's see what this is like. Surely you should know by looking at this. So this one is G471 mint green. So G471, where's mint green? Oh, here. That's a kind of, not sure. Yeah, let's go for that. So I'm going to be very careful here. And I'm just kind of touching the card so that I can just get into the line. I don't really want to go over it if I can help it. So just very carefully going onto that. Just kind of brushing over the top. Quite hard to do that without getting it elsewhere. I think that's okay. And then this piece here, I'm just going to do some of it in this colour, and then I'm going to add another bit of colour to it as well. Okay, so that was G471 mint green. So if I wanted a contrast, I could put light green, mint light green, which is G7473. So 473. Where is it? See it? Can't see it. 47. No. Oh, here we go. Here it is. G473 mint green light. So just add that, and that just gives it a bit of a contrast on the ball of wool. Oh, and I'll have to try and see if I can take that out with the colourless blender. So there's a colourless blender here, so it's quite good if you kind of go over the colour onto the page, which I've done there. It's not really doing an awful lot there. There's a bit here as well, but it's quite good as well for taking colour out if you think you've done it too dark. So if I wanted to sort of lighten these bits up, I might try and find a way. I might put a bit of a different bit on there. So let's see if we can get some wording onto that. So let's see. So you are so sweet, you're the best, have a beautiful day. What about have a beautiful day? Let's do that, and we'll just pop that onto here. Take this one off. Put this onto here, and oh, I think we'll just pop it on. Let's do it the right way around, surely. So there we go. Let's just pick that up, and I'll just do it with the black one again. Pop that just there. There we go. So that's that. I did think I was going to do it, as I say, with some clear heat and bottom, but I'm not sure if I would do that. Anyway, that's okay. Right, so let's go to number 2. So what did I do with these bases? They're hiding now. I've hid them. So yeah, so probably put a bit of colour around it, I would think. but that's number 1. So let's do number 2. So we want to do a bit of a cardboard box colour. So here's my swatch again. So I'm looking at these kind of more browner. So there's terracotta and there's brown grey, which might work together. So E679, which is terracotta, which is here. And what was the other one I said? Brown grey E280, which is this one. I think that was the one I said, yeah. So I'm going to go for the darker one first. So all these bits are kind of shaded already. I would just go over it with this pen. Same here. Could leave part of that slightly. And then there's a little bit here at the bottom, a bit here, and just a wee bit underneath there as well. And then I would just get this one, which is E280 brown grey. So we can try it, and if it doesn't quite blend, we can just do something else. But I think maybe not. Oh. Not sure. Might need another colour on top of that. It's not quite what I thought it would be. See. Oh, gone out there again. So let's see what other colours. So I've used terracotta. There's this walnut, that might be better. So walnut is E463. E463. There we are. Let's try walnut as the top colour, just to, yeah, I think that's a bit better. Just going to watch, because I don't want to go over the lights if I can help it. Which I've already done, as you can see, but I can try and get rid of that. There's always a way to get rid of it. Okay, that's better. I think that's better. Right, so we need to colour in the cat. So the cat is going to be a sort of, I think, gingery cat. So we've got a couple of oranges here. We've got orange, we've got French vermilion, which is an orange as well. But we've also got fluorescent orange, but I don't think we're going to do it fluorescent orange. And there is a little mouse there as well. So we need to remember the mouse. So, and we have got these kind of other colours, that salmon pink, which doesn't really look like a pink, but it's obviously salmon pink. So I think I might go for orange. So that's YR792. So I'm going to just go with the colour that's there, the black that's already there. I'm not going to do much with that. I'm just going to colour over this. I'm going to leave white paws at the minute. I'm just going to go over the nose area as well and watch that little mouse, because there's a wee mouse there. Have you seen the little mouse just there? Surprising that the cat's not gone after it, eh? Oh, that was another story with my cat as well. Brought in a mouse. It wasn't quite passed away, and it decided to go underneath the spare room bed, the mouse. It was obviously hurt, and hide from my cat. And my son came to stay, and he said that the cat was trying to get under the bed. What's under the bed? And I said, nothing. Nothing's under the bed. So it transpired there was something under the bed. The mouse was actually under the bed. It was still alive, and obviously my cat could smell it, so she was trying to get it. Oh dear, dearie me. Right, anyway, let's go on. So I'm using warm grey again for the mouse, and I'm just going to put a couple of wee darker spots here where you might have slightly darker areas, around there and just there, and a wee bit there. And then I'm going to get a little bit of pink. Oh, I might get the salmon pink, would I, for its ears. So a wee bit of the salmon pink for its ears and its tummy. There we go. Now the cat, I've left its paws white, but I'm thinking let's just do a bit of cool grey on his paws here. That'll be fine. There we go. Now let's get the eyes done as well. Let's see if we can make his eyes a bit more exciting. So let's look at this. We don't want to go too bright on his eyes. So there's a couple of different things we could do. So there's that cool grey, which I could actually put around his eyes. So that's 038, which I just had. BG 038, I should say. BG. I just saw it. There. So just to kind of give his eyes a bit more, so it looks like they're not completely flat. He's got a bit of, there, that looks a bit better. Now this one's eyes, I didn't do that much with this one's eyes because you couldn't, but I'm thinking I might just put a wee bit grey under here, just like a shadow, and then a little bit just under here as well, just a little bit of a shadow going round there. Okay, and so that's that one, and this one needs sentiment now, doesn't it? So pop these back because I think they're done. So let's have a look, and I think I will add some stars to it. So that one I used was Have a Beautiful Day. I don't know why I'm bringing this out. That is a card that I've still to do on camera. Hope your day is lovely. That's quite a good one as well to have. And I can cover that mark there. So just use this. Put it on there. Like that. And I'm just going to use the black again. There is a slight mark up there too. So hopefully I'll cover that with a star. So there we go, we've got that. Right, now let's add some stars and then we can be finished. So, add some stars. Put to the side and get the other little base for this one, which is cute as well. So let's just get a little block. I've got a little block, small block over here for the stars. Right, so for the stars I'm going to use let me see, a few bits just to brighten it up slightly. Orange and green might be quite nice on this one. So, oh, let's do there. I have to cover, see if I can cover this splodge up somehow. There. Didn't really cover it, did it? Never mind. And oh no, it's green I want, isn't it? overdo it, but anyway. And I think I'll do another orange one just here, and that will be that. So that will be one card. And then let's get to this one. So we don't want orange or blue, I don't think. Orange or green in this one. So we want, we could just go grey. Or we could go blue. We have got some blue. Let's do some blue and grey. So just to keep with the colours. So take that away for now. I'm just going to get a few of the blue there and there. And I think that might be enough actually. I might not put the grey on it. I think these three just look quite nice like that. And then this way. Now, I'm wondering if I do need to put anything else on them. I have got black paper I could actually add just to give it a bit. Here. Yep. Trying something else. So I've got this black watercolour paper that I got from that shop in that Swedish shop. That one. So stream greens. So yeah. So that piece was 4x4, so we need a piece which measures. I think there's two pieces here, or is there not? No, it might not be. So that was what was this measure? I think they were 4.5. So let's make it 4 3/4 then. I thought it was, yeah, I need a new blade. It's getting really quite bad. Let's just cut off the fluffies. Cut these off, just kind of trim them off a bit. I do have blades, I just can't find them because I've moved my room about, you see. See, that's fluffy too. So there we go, that's one card. And let's get the other one done as well. Which is going to be 4 3/4 as well. Try and get that not so. Oh, that's even worse. I thought if I leant on it a bit, it would be better, but it's actually not. Dear. I need to find these blades. If I don't find them, I'll just have to buy other ones. So that's going to go on there as well. And that's my cards. So I'm going to sort these fluffy bits before I stick them on. But please do let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you enjoyed watching and you enjoyed my stories of my cat. If you've got any funny stories about your pets, please do share them. It's always nice to hear what other people's animals get up to. And I'll be back soon. Bye for now.